What's up, everyone? We are going to take a look at Dabney and Lake Denham today, the two new areas all the way to the east on Magasin. This is where Magasin reaches 470 or Central Parkway, where Central Parkway comes up through Middleton and Eastport. And it comes across the turnpike. This is right off the turnpike at that 470 exit. And this is Dabney right here. We're looking toward Okahumpka. Last time I did a video here, I called it Aklawaha, but it obviously is Okahumpka. There's a traffic light in Okahumpka with a Publix and a couple other things, but that's about it. So this area is just north of the turnpike, probably a couple minutes from Middleton. It's going to be right over the Southern Oaks Bridge, which is the Bexley Bridge. You can see the little area right there. There's going to be the meal center / rec center. That's the first thing that they do in every area before they start building it out. And again, this is Dabney. Lake Denham does have some houses being constructed, and you'll see that in a minute. It also has on the website, if you go on the website, you can see that they have some houses for sale. The villas are actually, the 2-bedroom, 2-bath villas are right around 270 in that area. It's crazy because not too long ago, those same villas were about 120. And I mean, we're talking the span of a couple years. There is, similar to the Richmond area, there's like this little road that goes back here. This is on the northeast side, and it goes back into its little old cubby area, or I called it the Secret Cove in Richmond, but it's behind this little swampy area, this preserve, if you will. And there's a bunch of houses that are going to go back in there. We're going to take a look at that. A lot of water out in this area with the lakes and the different lakes. It has been raining a lot, so this is probably as much as you would see from water levels and things like that. It's been raining pretty much every day, and that one stretch we had not too long ago, it rained 7 days straight. So with a lot of flooding up in Ocala, and I would assume the Spanish Springs area has seen the flooding. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, you know they changed the way that they handle the water down in these southern areas, where they can pump it from one area to another, so it reduces the chances of any of that happening. We're actually headed toward Lake Denham right now. Like I said, they are actually doing construction in Lake Denham, and there are houses listed on the website where you can go and purchase. And you can see 470 right there in the top left of your screen. It goes right across into Middleton, which is in the very far top left-hand corner of your screen, right over the turnpike. And then this is Lake Denham here. A lot of construction going up. Obviously, they do have the walls are pretty much in place. There's some people driving around through here checking it out. And the construction is headed this way. They pretty much finished up Newell and are into Lake Denham now. You can see the trucks, well, not the trucks, but the trailers where they have those precast walls ready to be put up. And they had a crane out here, but it wasn't operating at the time that I did the video. But they were putting up some of those precast walls for snapping some houses together. You can see all the trailers lined up to get them done. That reduces the manpower and the time that it takes to get the house completed. Even though I've seen them pretty much cement block out a home in a day, those precast walls take care of quite a bit. And you can see the crane there with the trailers around it. And there's a house that's about half done, I would say. You can see they're building those houses up in there. It's pretty interesting how they snap these houses together. And I say snap, I understand that they don't actually snap them together. I'm sure I'll receive a comment about that. Typically do. But it's much easier for them to put the walls up like this rather than have several people working on the house all at once, doing the construction, and it costs less for labor, I would assume, even though I'm not sure how much it costs for the crane operation. You can see the layout of some of these homes. And one thing I did find interesting was back here, they did have to build some of these up quite a bit off the ground. And you'll kind of see it as we fly over one of these areas where they built a whole, it's kind of like a platform. It's really interesting how they do all these homes. If you've never seen it before, and I mean, it's not like a regular construction because they're building this huge community, so they have to plan all this dirt that comes in and which way the water's going to run and how they're doing all that. It's a sophisticated process that takes a long time. It doesn't seem like it takes them that long to put up the houses, but it takes them a long time to get the ground prepared. And you can see Lake Denham's coming along quite nicely. Last time I flew over this area, I don't think there were even any homes over here. So, and that is the 470 and Turnpike where they cross over right in the top middle of your screen there. And then Middleton would be in the top right. We're actually facing kind of southeast here, and you're going to see that built up area coming into your view. Down here in the bottom of the screen, they had to build it up to put it out into those trees there. And then here's another area right here coming up in the bottom middle of your screen that I'll kind of focus on a little bit. There's that 470 Turnpike. You can see it a little better from here. Now the Southern Oaks Bridge is not too far from here. It's maybe 1 or 2 miles to the west of that. But you can see where they built that area up for those houses at the bottom. And then this road that runs through all the housing, that is Megason. Megason runs all the way into Brownwood. So you can take that all the way into Brownwood if you like. Goes through St. Catherine, Citrus Grove, Newell. It goes in between Richmond and St. John's. St. John's will be doing a food truck event out there at the beginning of August. We did one a couple months ago. It was a pretty big one that we did, where we did the driveway party with the food trailer. I need to get one of those on video, but it's really hard to do the video and run the food trailer at the same time. And that's this area. I mean, in a nutshell, it's just like every other area of the villages. The thing I like the most about this area is how close it is to a turnpike exit. There's not another area in the villages that is this close to a turnpike exit, and you can actually exit these neighborhoods right onto 470 or Central Parkway. And then you're also going to have the Southern Oaks Bridge, or the formerly known as the Bexley Bridge, or it will be. The bridge, I believe, is completed, but they're working on the connecting roads. And you'll see this exit here to 470. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.